All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast. Now, starting pitcher Trevor Bauer could be on the verge of cashing in this winter. Bauer is an unrestricted free agent, and he is coming off of the best season of his MLB career as he went 5-4 this past season while posting an earned run average of 1.73 in 11 starts for the Cincinnati Reds. This culminated with Bauer winning the National League Cy Young Award this week, became the first pitcher in Reds history to do it, so to let you know how illustrious this was. Because, you think back to the long and storied history of the Cincinnati Reds franchise, and it's Bauer that is the first guy to do it. Now, Bauer is going to be 30 years of age this January, and you look at what he brings to the table. He brings a lot of nastiness on the mound. He brings a lot of brashness, and he also brings bravado. And it's something that, of course, the fans who are cheering for his team really appreciate it. Obviously, sometimes it gets under the skin of his opponents, but at the end of the day, Bauer does not care. Now, I look at some of the teams that will be in the hunt for Bauer's services this offseason. I look at the Atlanta Braves first and foremost. The Braves have shown that they have what it takes to win the National League East. They were one game away from the World Series this year before they blew a 3-1 lead in the LCS to the Dodgers, and they need that other arm to get them over the hump. I look at the New York Mets. They're also in the NL East with the Braves. They have a new owner in Steve Cohen. And, this guy is willing to leave no stone unturned in regards to building a championship team. The Mets have quality pitching. They have Jacob deGrom, who is a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. They're expected to have Noah Syndergaard back from Tommy John surgery. Also, Marcus Stroman just signed his qualifying offer for $18 million. But we have seen that you cannot have too much quality starting pitching. And it's a situation with a guy like Bauer. Would he be ready for the bright lights of New York City? We'll have to wait and see. And speaking of the Big Apple, the New York Yankees. The Yankees, they went out last offseason and signed Garrett Cole. They still have a need for more starting pitching. We saw that in their postseason loss this year to the Tampa Bay Rays, that the Yankees definitely needed some more pitching behind Cole, and they did not get it. So you just have to ask yourself, will Brian Cashman, the Yankees general manager, go out there and make a move? The Los Angeles Angels, this team is desperate to be a contender. You're talking about Mike Trout. He's a 3-time MVP. And he's only been to the postseason once. And, Artie Moreno, the Angels owner, he won't shy away from spending cash. He spent cash on Trout. He spent cash on Anthony Rendon. He spent cash on Justin Upton. But the bottom line is the Angels don't have any pitching. And you can have all of the hitting that you want. But if you don't have a quality starter, or starters, plural, going out there on the mound, you're not going to get it done. Now, the advantage that the Angels have in this situation is the fact that Bauer is a native of Southern California. So would he be willing to come home to Orange County and don another red uniform, this time for the Angels? We'll have to wait and see. And finally, the San Diego Padres. We saw the Padres. They were, everybody's sexy pick this year. They were the flavor of the month, so to speak. They did make the postseason, but they ran into a very tough Los Angeles Dodgers team in the divisional series. And, of course, they were sent home. And if you're the Padres, you have some young talent on this team with the likes of Fernando Tatis Jr. You also have some veterans such as Eric Hosmer on this club. And you know what? Now is the time to make a run. So if you're the Padres and you really want to be all in, and you feel that you have what it takes to get over that hump and surpass the Los Angeles Dodgers for the top spot in the National League West, a move like this would speak volumes of what you're trying to do. Will the Padres do it? I'm not sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. But for Bauer, this is perfect timing for him. He's coming off of a Cy Young Award. You also have a situation where there are going to be plenty of teams out there who need quality pitching. And, of course, this offseason is going to be a little bit different from others in the past. But the thing for Bauer, he's only gone over 200 innings one time in his career. He did it last year in 2019 when he spent time between the Cleveland Indians and Cincinnati Reds. Obviously, he wasn't going to get to the 200 inning mark this season due to the fact that, we only had a 60-game regular season. But this is a guy, he has a power fastball. He can bring it. He struck out more than 200 batters in a season twice. And as long as he's healthy, he's going to go out there and give whatever team that gets his services for 2021 a quality start every fifth day. So if you're Trevor Bauer, you got to sit back and look at it. He's probably going to get a 5-year deal, anywhere between $100 to $140 million, depending on, how the chase for his services, pans out. But it's going to be an interesting offseason for him. He picked the right time to get hot, and more importantly, he picked the right time to take home that hardware, which will stay with him for the rest of his career as a National League Cy Young Award winner. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to thank all of my subscribers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this page. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.